I've always been the responsible one in my family. You know, the one who keeps everything together, always working late, and never asks for anything in return. My siblings, Alex and Jessica, they get all the attention. Alex can charm anyone with his jokes, and Jessica, well, she's the golden child, always perfect grades and social gatherings. I stared at my phone one Tuesday evening, the light dim in my tiny apartment, the screen filling with a string of texts from Mom. Can you pick up Grandma from the hospital? Alex has a date and Jess is studying. I felt the familiar sting of disappointment. I tapped out a quick sure, swallowing my frustration, but it settled deep in my stomach. It seemed a small thing, doesn't it? But it hurt. Over the next few weeks, the requests piled up like laundry in my corner. Can you take the kids? We need someone to manage the family budget. Oh, could you help us organize the reunion? Each time I said yes felt like I was putting another log on the fire of my resentment. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my family, but I always felt like a background character in their story. A few days later, I overheard them laughing in the living room about Alex's latest victory at work. Oh, you're such a genius, Alex. Jessica cooed, while I was stuck folding laundry, the tension curling tighter across my chest as I pushed the door open a crack. Yeah, we just love it when you succeed. I could feel the sarcasm seep through my voice when I chimed in, right, because helping Grandma is so unimportant. Silence fell, the laughter cutting off like a radio switching off. But I didn't say what I felt. I went right back to my dishes, gritting my teeth while they resumed their chatter, fueling my resentment. A few days later, Grandma called me. Sweetheart, I need a ride to the doctor next week. Sure, Grandma, when? Alex and Jessica said they'd help, but I know you're always there for me. It was a compliment that felt like a slap. I held my breath, letting her sweet voice whisper through the phone while I fought the urge to scream. Overwhelming fatigue sank into my bones, making everything feel heavier. I hung up, resolving that I wasn't going to let this continue. 2 days later, it all boiled over. I was at Mom's house, running yet another errand, when I heard a holler from the living room. They want you to handle the reunion, right? I turned to find Alex lounging on the couch. I mean, why not? You do everything anyway, he said, tossing a ball in his hand. I took a breath, stepping forward, chasing the rage that threatened to bubble over. You think this is easy for me? I have a life too, you know. I'm not here just to be your backup. The room fell quiet, even the distant banging of the radiator stopped. I heard Jessica's sharp breath, and for a moment, I thought I'd crossed the line. But this was it. I wasn't backing down. I'm tired of being the family's doormat. I deserve more respect than this. My chest felt light, an unfamiliar rush of triumph flowing through me. You guys can figure it out together, because I refuse to carry this alone any longer. The silence echoed, my heart pounding as we stood frozen in that moment. I'd finally found my voice. A few days later, I received a text from Jessica. Can we talk? I was wary but agreed to meet, curiosity flickering within. We sat at the corner diner, the soft hum of chatter around us. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I didn't realize how much you've been doing. You were always the one we relied on. She looked down, taking a deep breath. You always felt like you could handle everything. I nodded, feeling an odd sense of satisfaction in being seen for the first time. I just want us to share the load, I replied, and I need you to understand I'm not just here to serve. From that point on, things shifted. We had candid conversations with Mom and Alex, laying everything out on the table. Family dinners shifted from obligatory gather-ups to real conversations. I asserted my needs without sinking back into self-doubt. I learned to say no, and amazing things began to happen, like Grandma offering to help with errands, saying she admired my hard work. Life felt fuller, richer. Looking back, I'm grateful for the tension. It pushed me to stand firm, embodying justice for the hard work I put into the family. I launched a small side business, finally embracing my own dreams while redefining our family dynamics. So, have you ever felt undervalued in your relationships? How did you find your strength? Share your stories with me. Comment below, and don't forget to follow for more.